Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Sacramento Public Library Authority Board dated July 23. It's 3 p.m. And at this time, I'm going to ask our clerk if she would please call the roll and establish quorum.
Angelique Ashby. Larry Carr.
Here.
Sean Farmer.
Here.
Sue Frost.
Here.
Garrett Gatewood. Eric Guerra. I think he's here. Eric Guerra. Rick Jennings.
Here.
Patrick Kennedy. Stephanie Nguyen.
Here.
Don Natoli. He's here. Susan Peters. Phil Zerna. Jeff Slowey.
Here.
Darren Soon.
Here.
Alan Warren. And Saul Hernandez.
Here.
That's a quorum.
Okay.
Madam Chair, I'm sorry if I may have missed the roll call there, but
Hi, Eric. We're glad you made it.
thanks.
You were probably in the background and we didn't see you.
So,
Thank you.
Phil Cerna's here too.
Oh, hi, Phil.
Okay.
Okay, great. And at this time, I would like to invite everyone who can stand or would like to stand to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Chair Frost, I need to read the statement.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, everyone. Get our exercise today.
This meeting of the Sacramento Public Library Authority Board is cablecast live on Metro Cable 14, the local government affairs channel on the Comcast Consolidated Communications and AT&T Uverse cable systems. The meeting is closed captioned and webcast at www.sacmetrocable.tv. Today's meeting will be repeated Saturday, July 25th at 4 p.m. and Wednesday, July 29th at 2 p.m. on Channel 14. The meeting will also be recorded via Zoom. A DVD copy will be available no later than 2 weeks following today's meeting. The full agenda including reports, is available on the library website at www.saclibrary.org. Members of the audience wishing to address the board should raise their hand in the Zoom program. Please speak clearly when addressing the board and state your name for the record. Comments are limited to 3 minutes so that everyone may be heard. Please also note that participation in this teleconference via telephone rather than the Zoom app may result in your telephone number being visible to the public during the live broadcast and later telecasts of this meeting.
Okay, and at this time, if you would please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. And next item, please.
Is there any hands raised for public comments?
So the item 2 is for public comments that are not on the agenda. I do not see any hands raised in our Zoom. And so, and I don't know if you have any, so we'll move on to item 3, which is presentations. And item 3.1, Friends of the Sacramento Public Library, we have a presentation by Karen Wilson, who I believe is here.
Hi, so I'm Karen Wilson, president of the Friends of the Sacramento Public Library. Thanks very much, as always, for having us. Just like to let you know that we're standing by, as everybody else is, for the libraries to be open in person, but in the meantime, we're doing what we can to support Rivka and her great staff. I'd also like to let you know that we have shopping days going on at the Book Den by appointment, which is our giant warehouse full of books. that's now accessible to people by appointment only. And if you check our website, there's a special email there you could sign up. Last Saturday, we had a couple of hundred people come out. You sign up for a 2-hour at most appointment, and they bought a lot of books, and we're very grateful for our safety procedures that we have in place there, including masking. We didn't have any problems with that. Hand sanitation, 6-foot separation, all of those things were observed, and people went away very happy and complimentary of us and the library for allowing them access. Perhaps even more important to a lot of people with books stored up in their garages and in their living rooms, we're going to have a donation day on Saturday from 9 to 1. So if you've been storing up books in your garage, bring them on down to the warehouse Saturday 9 to 1, and we will store them for, now it's 92 hours is the recommended guideline for quarantining books, and then we will sort them and sell them in August, where we have 2 shopping days set up on the 25th. Let me see. Well, you can find those on our website. I didn't memorize them, but 2 days in August, you can sign up and buy books out of our warehouse from our donations. So thank you very much for everybody's support of the Friends and of the library. We really look forward to the day when we can see you all in person.
Karen, is there an address in case people don't know the address of the warehouse?
Why, thank you very much, Sheriff Ross. That is 8250 Belvedere. It's a warehouse district between Florence Perkins Road and Power Inn Road. So it's a warehouse district out there, 8250 Belvedere. And we put out, that's not much stretch of road there. We put out our cones and signs when we have a sale. So you'll find us on Belvedere. Thank you for asking.
Thank you. And thank you for all that you do for the library. We appreciate all your hard work and your passion for books and learning.
Well, thank you. We have a lot of friends who are happy to hear that and support the library.
Okay, and at this time, we have our director's report, item number 4, and Rivka Sass is going to present something for us this afternoon.
Thank you, Chair Frost. We had, we're all struggling with how to stay relevant and how to stay connected to our community. Libraries are so excited by the in-person work we do that this is a particular challenge right now, that we can't actually do the things that I love that I think make a difference, like in-person story times and, just all the, just encountering people. But I hope my report reflects all the hard work that our staff is doing with curbside delivery, which is now in 25 locations. All 3 of our Delta branches are up and running. North Sacramento Library is up and running, and so many other libraries throughout the system. And we are getting such positive feedback from the community, who I believe really miss us as much as we miss them. I also want to turn your attention to it's attachment C on the director's report. We have some really good information for you this month that shows how people are making the transition to digital services, but particularly in the area of youth programming and support and summer reading. We have a lot of virtual programming going on, and we have a lot of plans in the works to make sure that when school does start and it's remote, I hope only in the beginning, that we're there for people able to do all the things that our librarians do throughout the year, usually in person. I do want to share a quick PowerPoint with all of you, just because I think it really does show what the kinds of things that the library is doing. This is our Colonial Heights Library, which was offering in-person computer appointments along with the Carmichael Library until we were told that we needed to shut down again. And they wanted to make sure that the community knows how much we miss them. But to give you an idea, Jared, how do I go to the oh, what do I do? I'm trying page down. Oh, sorry, I just blew it. To give you an idea of what curbside service looks like, you can see the bags on the PowerPoint slide, those are all bags of books that are waiting to be picked up by happy and grateful patrons. And on social media, this is the kind of response that we're getting, and it all relates to thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're pretty pleased with how Curbside Service is going and the fact that it's been embraced by the community so much. In fact, there are some great statistics about that too in your board packets as attachments 2.1 and 2. So here's Arden Dimmick getting ready for Curbside again. Comments like, your pickup and drop-off procedures are so well done and appreciated. Well, that's because of Karen Leland, our safety manager, who makes sure that we do everything right, and we all embrace her dedication to keeping everybody safe. Here's what's going on at the Bell Coolidge, this is Ileton. So even down in the Delta, we've got people excited about offering curbside service. And you can see that we've had 520,000 digital checkouts. That's just for May and June. And we've already had 28,000 pickups of digital services. And then these are some of our programs. So this is Kim, who does teen programming and anime trivia, and Addie, who is our bilingual librarian, offering that. And here's Miss Addie, who's managed to figure out how to connect people in her Spanish language bilingual story times and getting people to join through the chat function on Zoom so that they're part of the song. I want to mention that summer reading is going on, so please join us for summer reading. Make sure that kids know that that's available, families as well. I was wearing my shirt the other day when I was walking my dogs, and a woman stopped me and said, summer reading is the best. So again, we're doing our best to be connected. And I know all of you don't always get the best news in your day jobs as elected officials. Please know that your support of the library is so appreciated, because we're able to still be that high touch service. We've had tremendous success with author visits. We started with former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, who was incredible to work with. It was a great program. We've continued with Adrienne Bankert, who's on Good Morning America and a local Sacramento native. And then just Tuesday night, we had Will Chesney, who was one of the Navy SEALs involved in the capture of Osama bin Laden, and his dog. He's written a book about his dog, Cairo. And it was a great talk. And again, we had more than 100 people in the Crowdcast room, and we had 400 people joining us on Facebook Live. So it turns out to be a really good mechanism for engaging our community. And then finally, here's Vince. Oh no, this is the Bookmobile, and getting to hard to reach areas and often serving folks who can't get out easily to the library, to our libraries. So again, these are services that we're now able to offer that have high impact for the community and honor all of the requirements for social distancing. And then finally, we've got summer reading going on, as I mentioned. And for any board members who'd like signs for your neighborhoods, just please reach out to me and let us know, and we'll get them to you so that you can promote what the library's doing this summer to keep everybody reading, because we want to make sure that kids keep their reading levels up and don't lose anything over the course of the next few months, because it's a challenge. What we're all facing and what kids and families are facing is truly a challenge. And then finally, I have to show you, this is a Bell Coolidge staff member who Robbie Waters Pocket Greenhaven Library staff member who put together some summer camp activities for a family. And these are the kinds of thank you notes that we're getting. So it really is just tremendous to see how the community, hard as it is to be going through what we're going through, it's pretty exciting to stay connected to people. So I just wanted you to all know this is because of you and the work you do to support the library that allows us to touch the community. So thank you. And that's my report. Any questions?
Anyone have any questions for Rivka? Rivka, I want to thank you for you and the entire library staff for working so tirelessly to make library resources accessible to people during this time, and also for trying to figure out ways that you could help other organizations. You guys have just racked your brain and reached out, and you've been trying to figure out what can we do, how can we help, and you've really you guys are superstars, and I just want to thank you for the commitment you make every day to the library, all of you. So
thank you,
everyone.
And that's exactly what we're trying to do, whether it's offering testing at the Valley High North Laguna Library, for example, with running out of tests in about 45 minutes a couple of weeks ago. But those are the kinds of things. We've got staff still printing face shields to be used by health workers. We're really doing our best because this is a community. It's a community effort, and we are the community's resource. But it's an honor to be here and to try to solve community-related problems. We're all very worried about how kids are going to stay engaged with school. I know that. I know all of us, each and every one of us is. And we have to be part of that solution as well so that we can strengthen their learning opportunities. So thank you, Sue.
And it's not just strengthening learning, but socialization, and also the challenge it presents for parents who have to work. It just goes deeper, and it's bigger than all outward appearance. So thank you.
Right.
Madam Chair, I've got one question.
Yes, Eric, Director Kira.
Yeah, thank you. Rivka, what can you give us an update on summer reading and kind of what support there is? I know that, just with students falling so behind this last spring, and then we always have the summer gap that expands the reading gap, and now we're going to distance learning. So can you give us an update on kind of where we are on that and what kind of response we've been having with it?
Sure. We have, we have almost 4,400, probably by now, 4,400 people signed up. Now that's about 12% of what we could expect if we were able to do this in person. It's a much smaller number, but we're doing our best to stay engaged with people. We've done some virtual programming, whether it's hip hop dance classes or some STEM programming, those kinds of things, as well as just, again, getting people to read and log their books. There are 2,500 of that 4,400 who've signed up. 2,500 of them are school age. So most of the people, of course, are kids, and we want them to stay engaged. Again, it's a challenge, and we all know that the digital divide is real, and we wish we could address that because not every family has the resources, the equipment, the access, or even the skills to do what we know has to happen in the next few months. And we really see ourselves as being a partner in that solution. It's just so this is what we have, and this is where we are right now. And we actually started talking, if I can mention an idea we had. We're very excited by some of the alfresco dining options that are out there now with tents and things like that. And we keep thinking maybe there's a solution for us to offer some skills training if we can make that happen for our communities in some locations where we're literally working under tents and trying some ways to just make sure that people are getting the skill building that they need in addition to the books. I also want to mention, I know Christy Ham is on, our youth services manager. We just started offering make and take crafts and things, again, to make that connection between reading and curiosity and fun. This is so critical. And I wish we could do more, but we're doing the best we can. Christy, do you want to add anything? I see you there.
Yeah, we do. In addition to all the great things that Rivka just shared, staff are working so hard, but we know how important it is to connect and help make as many resources available for students, parents, families, educators as possible. So we're starting next week a real quick kind of brown bag workshop series meant for educators of all kinds, whether that's homeschool parents, teachers, or anybody who's interested to learn what resources the library has for student support. So starting on Monday with how to get a library card and how to use our virtual class visit form to get the library to come to you. Or we're also going to focus on how the library helps support new readers, how we do STEM activities and resources to help. So there's a whole series that's Monday through Friday next week at 1:00, meant to be just basic, quick Zoom trainings from library staff. And in addition to talk to educators who may come to find out what their needs are and how we can help.
Great.
I think it should be a dialogue.
So I'd like to, follow up on a conversation offline on this with some of our educators. The conversation I recently had is that the ability for the school districts and many of the school districts to procure technology has been great. Actually, they've procured more and gotten more technology into households than they probably ever thought they could. But there's still the gap between using the technology and getting the educational content that's out there, whether it's from us or school districts. So I think there's a role for librarians to play in that parent participation. But I think that warrants a separate conversation, and it matches with the summer reading program. So thank you for the work you do, and then hopefully we can continue that conversation.
And we're happy to follow up with that conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Director Guerra. Okay, moving on to agenda item 5, information. Our clerk is going to read all of the information items, and then if anyone has any questions, we can address them at that time.
Item 5.1, monthly financial report, April 2020. Item 5.2, monthly treasurer's report, April 2020. Item 5.3, monthly financial report, May 2020. Item 5.4, monthly treasurer's report, May 2020. And item 5.5, I Street Press annual report.
Okay, and do we have any questions or comments regarding information items? Okay, with that, we are moving on to item 6, consent. And I am at this time going to ask if there are any members who may wish to pull any of the consent items for discussion or questions. Otherwise, do we have a motion?
I move the consent calendar.
Second.
Moved by Director Carr and seconded by, was it Director Gatewood or was it Director Suman?
I think we both did it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, Gatewood was it. Okay.
I was first.
All right. And if we can please have a roll call vote.
Larry Carr,
Aye.
Sean Farmer,
Aye.
Sue Frost,
Aye.
Garrett Gatewood.
Yep.
Eric Guerra,
Aye.
Rick Jennings,
Aye.
Stephanie Nguyen,
Yes.
Don Natoli. Don Natoli. Oh, he's here.
He's trying to unmute. You're muted, Don.
Okay. Jeffrey Slowey,
Aye.
Phil Cerna,
Aye.
Darren Soon,
Yes.
and Don Natoli. Still muted. Saul Hernandez.
Aye.
Hit your space bar, Don. You could hold down your space bar, temporary unmute.
Hey, Heather, Don.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Aye. Go.
It's unanimous.
Thanks for the coaching, Sean. Good. Get that space mark. Space is where I'm at.
Oh. Okay, motion carries. I think we we're laughing. I think the motion carried.
Yes.
So unanimously, I'm pretty sure. So moving on to agenda item number 7, action items, 7.1 fiscal year 2020 to 21 unrepresented personnel resolution. And is True going to report, or Rivka?
Christopher True is on leave today, enjoying a well-deserved day off because it's his wedding anniversary. So I'm happy to answer any questions. Really, this is, it's the annual update of the unrepresented personnel resolution with basically 2 changes. We did add furlough language back as a safety net. Our goal is to keep everybody employed. We still don't know what the future is holding for the library and our budget, and we won't know for a bit longer. So that is something that we thought was better safe than sorry. And then additionally, because the library unit received a 2% COLA as negotiated in their MOU with Local 39, we felt it only fair to do that for the 6 confidential staff members that we have.
Excellent. Are there any questions from the board? I see no hands raised and no voices. And so therefore I'll ask for a motion.
Motion, Director Nguyen.
Thank you, Director Nguyen.
Second, Commissioner Jennings. Director Jennings.
Director Rick Jennings. And please, if the clerk would please do a roll call vote.
Larry Carr,
Aye.
Sean Farmer,
Aye.
Sue Frost,
Aye.
Garrett Gatewood,
Yes.
Eric Guerra,
Aye.
Rick Jennings,
Aye.
Stephanie Nguyen,
Aye.
Don Natoli,
Aye.
Phil Cerna,
Aye.
Jeffrey Slowey,
Aye.
Darren Soon,
Yes.
Saul Hernandez,
Aye.
and that is unanimous with 12 votes.
Thank you, Heather. Agenda item 8 is reports, ideas, and questions from board members. Do we have any board members who wish to speak? Hearing none, I believe we have no more business before us, and so this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you, Chair. Bye.